Is your PlayStation 1 collecting dust? Well, no more with the Noise Station. Now, before you say get a PSP, just know that I'm on a journey to learn, and this project serves two purposes. One, to bring new life to an old console, and two, to improve my 3D modeling and electronic skills. What you just saw is my adjustable screen mount connected to the controller base. I designed all of this in Fusion 360, and you can find this entire build in the description. Here's how the parts look in Fusion 360. I think you can see the details a lot better here. My favorite thing is the screen adjustment. Those fine little notches allow you to really position it how you like. Let's talk about the screen assembly next. I 3D printed the diffuser down below. These are WS2812B Bravo LEDs. These speakers I actually borrowed from an old PSP screen. It was from a failed portable, so it's nice to repurpose stuff. Speaking of that, these monitors are 20 bucks on Amazon. They're 5-inch TFT LCDs. You just snip off the ends and you can solder them to your project. The volume control is a potentiometer connected to our speaker amp, the LM386. This was actually a bad choice. It is a mono board and I had to do some wiring to make it stereo. And this is my failed attempt at cable management. This is where the video, LED signals, power and ground all go. And if you made it this far, I'm assuming you want to see what's inside. Let's check it out. Here are the two speakers connected to the amp. You can see that I had to modify quite a bit to get it to fit inside. Next to it is the green PCB that controls the LCD. It's also where we connect the power and video line. And up in the front is where the LEDs are connected. Now let's talk about the console. Necklace. I essentially took the guts from a PS1, the small version, and put it in a new 3D printed house. With LEDs, of course. The diffuser is 3D printed using a matte white PLA. And because I'm not making YouTube money yet, I'm using a wire sleeve for the necklace. Maybe I'll upgrade it to gold one day. The power from the batteries runs through the necklace and connects to the PCB. We'll talk more on that later. To keep the CD drive from flopping out when going vertical or necklace mode, I added some safety screws to keep everything in place. And I gotta tell you, one of the most difficult things on this project was designing the console case from scratch. Nailing those holes, posts, and heights all took multiple attempts and lots of PLA was sacrificed. So let's take a look inside. This is where wall power and battery power is connected. Then it's routed to a DC-DC buck converter, which converts the 7.5 volts to 5 volts to power the D1 Wemos here. This Wi-Fi chip is an ESP8266 and it connects directly to our phone so we can control our LEDs. These buck converters are great. They allow you to have multiple voltages from one power source. Speaking of power, this system runs on two 18650 batteries. They're 3.7 volts and 3000 milliamps apiece. The batteries sit on the back of your neck with these 3D printed battery holders. I bought these inserts on Amazon because I didn't want to solder directly to the battery. Plus, if anything goes wrong with the battery, you can just swap it out. There's tabs at the bottom you can solder to. The two batteries are wired in series, so you get 7.4 volts at 3000 milliamps. This is a battery protection circuit. The 2S means two cells, or two batteries. We have the plus and minus, and then the middle, which is wired in between the middle of the two batteries. And the P minus and P plus is the output voltage is 7.4 volts. Here's something that caused me a bit of grief. If you remove the batteries from the battery protection circuit and put them back in, it won't work. You have to introduce external power to kind of jumpstart it and then remove it, and then it'll be fine. So as soon as you break the circuit by removing a battery or one of them dies or something, you have to add external power just for a moment and then everything will be back. Remember that Wi-Fi chip from earlier? Well, this is why. The WLED app, it allows you to change the animations, the brightness. It's really cool and really user-friendly. Alright, I know by this point you're probably saying, just play the thing already, dude. Well, here you go. It's so hard to play this with a controller. Oh man, this brings back so many memories. I forget all the secret areas in this game. Oh, oh, oh man. Uh, I think there's something up to the top. Oh, almost got that guy. I think there's something up to the top. Right. I can't remember. Let me know in the comments if you guys played this game. I played the snot out of this thing at the arcade. Thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a fun project to make. Take care.